Hello everyone, my name is Dale, also known as Late Vape Lug from the Vapors Island Forum. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Vapors Island, it is just that, an awesome island where you can come and learn anything you want to know about vaping. A lot of really cool people, have a lot of fun, a lot of knowledgeable people as well, so check it out, vaporsisland.com. So I'm here today, I'm doing a review on the Omega from Altsmoke. I actually just received this device today, so nothing that I'm going to go over speaks anything to the longevity of it. I've had it for like 8 hours, so but everything else that I've read and other reviews that I've seen seem to indicate that it is a very good product and will last a long time. So first, just a word about Altsmoke. Shipping was awesome. I ordered it Saturday night, got it today. It's Wednesday, got it Wednesday morning. And all orders over $100 are ship free, which if you're going to buy a mod from Altsmoke, you're not going to get away for under $100. So you're pretty much looking at free shipping. One thing I thought was kind of cool too, I don't know how well you can really see, but there's a handwritten note on here thanking me and kind of giving me some tips about using the product, and so I thought that was pretty cool. It's not very often that you get that extra flair from the vendor. So if you buy just the Omega by itself, this is what you're going to get. The battery casing and the top part, battery goes inside, they go together. You cannot buy just this from the website and expect to be good. You will also need 18650 battery, what's interesting, the unit itself is smaller than I thought it was going to be, and the battery is bigger. I mean, this thing is a monster. It's like a gigantic AA. But this is a 2600 milliamp, 3.7 volt, 18650 battery. It's one of the bigger ones you're going to get. This thing, based on how much I vape, will probably last me 2 or 3 days on one charge. So that's pretty awesome. And then also, of course, charger. This will charge 2 batteries at one time. And I did buy an extra battery. Not that I'm probably really going to need it because, like I said, the life on it is fantastic. It's always nice to have one charged up, so when the one you're using dies, you've got one ready to go. As far as the unit goes, my first impressions are good ones. This thing, the construction of it seems really good. Everything goes together real nice. The threading is great. It unscrews easily. The switch, I was a little bit, I don't want to say nervous about the switch, but more just kind of excited to see how it was going to go. The switch has, I would say, about a 1/16 of an inch as far as total travel, but you don't need to push it that far for it to actually activate. You probably only need to go about half that and it'll fire, and I've already kind of gotten used to only pushing about halfway down to get it to fire. So battery goes right in there. You can get 6 volts out of this device, though Altsmoke recommends that you don't do that. Using two 123A lithium ions, you can get 6 volts. Just be careful, definitely. I'm not going to go into battery safety right now, but if you do decide to go that route, get on Google and just look up everything you can about stacking batteries and all that stuff, and you decide whether that's something you want to get into or not. A lot of people do it though. So real quick too, I just want to show a comparison. This is what I've been using, which is an Ego style. This is a Volcano Inferno 650 pass-through battery. This is what I've been using every day. I compare these two, you'll notice that you've definitely got a big difference in size. I would say it's almost twice as wide in diameter, and it is definitely longer. I mean, by an inch or more, an inch and a quarter maybe. But this is a 650 milliamp battery, and this is a 2600 milliamp battery. So you're getting 4 times the life, and I don't think it's quite 4 times the size. So for the life you're going to get out of this thing, it's pretty good. Actually, the battery itself is wider than this. So Another thing that's kind of unique about this device is the fact that you can take it apart. The switch up here, it's worth it to note too that this is a completely mechanical switch. There are no solder joints, there are no wires in here, which really cuts down the chances of something going bad. You can take this apart and clean it, but I'm probably not going to do that. Just because I don't, unless maybe if I have a problem at some point, then I'll probably try, but I wouldn't recommend taking it apart. I've heard some things about people kind of messing things up, so I don't want to go for that. Another thing that's kind of cool is these rings in the top of the device. Everybody says they're drip rings, which I could believe that, I guess. Where if the liquid leaks over out of your atomizer, if you fill it too much, it'll actually catch it in these little grooves rings. You probably can't see it on my camera, but and prevent it from running down the side, which is kind of a cool thing. Also on the bottom, you got 2 vent holes and the Omega logo, which for all of you on Vapors Island, I'll be updating my avatar soon to have my Omega in there, because this is definitely going to be my daily device. I have to say that I'm definitely impressed with this. It gives a great draw. It's 3.7 volts, just like the Ego Bat, but the resistance is lowered because of not having all those connections and having what's called the hot spring in the bottom. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it lowers your resistance on the device. And it definitely gives a great draw. So. Great vapor production, great throat hit. Got battery acid in here from OBC. Evil Ernie, fantastic juice that I didn't think you could get any more powerful than that. But after vaping into this thing, it's definitely even more of a throat hit than it was before. So I think that just about covers it. Like I said, this is my initial kind of just thoughts on it. I've only had it a day, but so far it's great. Construction's really good, really solid. The only imperfection at all, there's one little tiny burr of metal on here that kind of sticks up. I don't care. And it is a fingerprint magnet, but again, I just don't care. I got the chrome one. This was the only one they had in stock at the time, but I think it looks really nice. A lot of people like the silver vein, which they're out of right now, but it's definitely a sexy looking device. It's kind of big, but I'm already used to it. So if you have any hesitations about buying from Altsmoke, I would lose those hesitations, because it's a really feels like a really good device. I'm really happy with it so far, and apparently a lot of other people are as well. They sell some other ones: the Silver Bullet, the BB, the Alpha, which is pretty much the same thing but smaller. I opted for this just because it's kind of different. I like the different switch and the huge battery life. I mean, a 2600 milliamp battery. I like not having to worry about things, not having to worry about the battery dying on me at any given time. Just being able to have one thing. I could take this and a bottle of juice and be good for days. So, highly recommended. Check it out, altsmoke.com. Also, Vapors Island. Definitely, if you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's really fun. A lot of vendors on there. Great place to hang out. And that's pretty much all I got. So, to YouTube and everybody on the island, see you later.